So we're hosting a guest championship match from our friends over at World War Wrestling.
Absolutely one of the fastest rising and most exciting British wrestling companies at the moment. And we are honoured. So we are honoured to be hosting a championship match of the World War Wrestling Women's Championship here this evening at DOA.
Nyx making her debut at DOA. Very strange individual young lady.
Just looking at the crowd here with contempt.
We have the challenger in the ring, and at this time let's introduce the defending champion.
But it was Mercedez Blaze who was able to get the better of Jamie Hayter back at Stowmarket Slam 4, I believe it was. I may be mistaken. I apologise to World War Wrestling Management if I got that wrong. Mercedez Blaze really coming into her own since gaining that gold.
Mercedez Blaze shining like a diamond here tonight. Will she be the jewel in the crown come the end of this match?
I was there in Stowmarket where she won that that prize right there. It was a very physical match between her and Jamie Hayter. She was fighting on the back foot for the entirety of the match. Took an absolute beating. But her resiliency shone through and she managed to get the 1, 2, 3. And she has held on to that gold ever since.
Very impressively as well. With some excellent competition. That is one of the most sought after championships in women's wrestling at the moment. Nyx looking very relaxed at this point. I hope she's not looking past Mercedez Blaze.
From what I've heard and seen of Nyx, she's a very cerebral wrestler. It's kind of 50% physical, 50% mental.
Oh, they absolutely, to your point, playing mind games.
Well, you hear it said all the time, wrestling's like a human game of chess. Nyx trying to be a few moves ahead of Mercedez Blaze in this one.
Is a massively important part of your game, that mindset. Often overlooked, but extremely important.
This thing, Mercedez Blaze isn't used to this sort of contest. That match with Jamie Hayter was pretty much just straight out the gates, knocking 7 shades out of each other, if you will, whereas Nyx very slow, very methodical, cold and calculated.
Absolutely, and our crowd here in March as well not used to this kind of match. It's kind of a hushed silence across the crowd as they're trying to figure out exactly what Nyx is trying to do, and I don't think anyone knows at this point.
She's trying to throw Mercedez Blaze off of her game plan. Mercedez Blaze has an idea of what she's going to do. And Nyx is just trying to get inside head, rent some headspace. But look at that. Leg sweep. Straight into the side headlock.
Some beautiful technical wrestling. A great start from Mercedez. Nyx to her feet, sends Mercedez off. Takes a big shoulder tackle.
Takes Nyx down. Listen, both these women very equally matched for size. So I think this one really will be... another shoulder tackle. This one really will be down to who has the best game plan. and who can execute their plan to the fullest effect.
It's a real mix of styles as well, isn't it? Two very different competitors.
Nick's in absolutely no rush to slither in the ring. You see, it was that slowing the pace down, drawing Mercedez Blaze into her wheelhouse, but spinning neck breaker from the World War Wrestling Women's Champion.
So smooth, so fluid. You can see the technical abilities of Mercedes. But like you say, is it a match for the mind games of Nyx?
I was privileged enough to call the World War Wrestling show where Mercedez Blaze defended that gold against current DOA Women's Champion. Luckily, the DOA belt wasn't on the line because Mercedez Blaze was victorious that night. Oh, but shoulder first into that steel ring post.
That could be the deciding factor. That could have just changed the complexion of this match.
It was in Gillingham that Mercedez Blaze defended against Madison Miles, our current DOA UK Women's Champion.
You got to think that Mercedez Blaze is surely the next in line for a shot at that championship.
So she does technically have a win over her. Granted, it wasn't in DOA, it wasn't for the DOA title, but yeah.
However, of course, if Nyx comes out on top of this match,
well,
you've got to put her name in that conversation as well.
That throws a spanner into the works, and this is the thing. Ultimately, this might be for the World War Women's Championship, should I say? But you know, DOA management will be watching very closely, as always. Anybody that impresses may be invited back.
Rightfully so. Both these women, fantastic competitors. I think it's looking like Nyx is in control at this point. I think that shoulder to the turnbuckle, to that post there, could be the deciding factor in this.
Both women back to a vertical base.
Oh, hard back elbow.
I've seen this from Mercedes before.
What is this?
Suckers are in.
Oh, nice.
Wrenching at the neck with those feet.
Rolls through.
Nice O'Connor roll. Kick out at one though.
Beckons her in. Big cross body.
Body off the top.
And Mercedes back in control. Stamping on the head of Nyx.
Showing that title, as far as she's concerned, is going nowhere. But Nyx now again just getting back into the driving seat. This really is a battle for control in this one, Ollie.
Absolutely is. It's been back and forth throughout this match so far. It's really a difficult one to call.
Oh, just pulling her by the hair straight down to the mat. I think that shows you just what sort of competitor Nyx is and just what she will do to get the upper hand in a contest.
It is win by any means. It's definitely her MO, and it has worked for her in the past.
Oh, look at this handspring.
Athleticism.
Oh, handspring back elbow. That one took Nyx down with authority.
The March faithful, very impressed with that, as were we.
Oh, shotgun drop kick.
The power behind that.
Double knees. Into the butterfly suplex.
Takes her over with a snap. Beautifully done. This could be it. Oh, reversed. Hops up.
Oh.
And that's one way to reverse it.
I think Nyx was expecting the crossbody. Got a hip attack. And there's the second rope spear from Mercedez Blaze.
Oh.
Kick out at two, though. I have seen her be victorious with that spear many, many a time. Nyx kicking out at 2.
Oh, but Nyx now with a huge boot to the face. This, as we said, this has been back and forth throughout the entire match.
Bicycle boot from Nyx.
This crowd trying to get both women to their feet at this point, I think. Of course, whoever gets up first is going to have the advantage at this point in what is such an evenly matched contest. And both up to their knees, fighting back and forth, trading strikes.
Some kicks as well now. Yeah, basically this is just any limb you can throw, whether it's a kick, whether it's a fist, whether it's a forearm.
Those kicks will knot up that hamstring. Oh, but that'll flatten your face. Rolls through.
Cradle.
1, 2. Mercedes straight back on Nyx. Nyx jumping to the second rope. Oh, kicks the legs out.
Oh, did you hear the thud off of that kick? All those kicks.
It's echoing through the building.
I know. What's Mercedes Blaze got in mind?
I think I know what's coming. This is going to hurt.
Oh, seated senton from the top rope.
I think Nyx is out. That has to be it. And there you have it.
Mercedes Blaze retains the gold.
And a very impressive display here tonight. Nyx providing quite the challenge.
Yeah, she tried her best. She definitely had a game plan, but it was unsuccessful. Mercedes Blaze continues that momentum, continues to rise in the ranks of British wrestling.